Hey guys, it's Doug here. Doug Mystic Guy on Board Game Geek. Just wanted to, got some new stuff. Just wanted to share it. Going to go over a couple things with this. I did a bunch of, I did an auction. I also did a bunch of trades, and this is kind of what I ended up with. I also ended up with a couple of smaller things. Bang the Dice Game is another one. But this is what I got here. Now this one, that is not the case. Hunter's Guild. This is actually the Kickstarter box. It was a Kickstarter I just got recently, so we'll go over that. But I also got up here, you can see I got Helios. Over here, Istanbul, which has been a lot of reviews on. And over here I got Winter Tales, and then Desperados of Dice Town. Pretty cool. I'm going to just pause here for a moment. I'm going to go over each one of these a little bit. I'm not going to do a full unboxing, but just show you some stuff that's in them, and talk about the game a little bit. So let's get going on that. So Hunter's Guild was a Kickstarter that I ended up picking up because I really was attracted to the artwork on it. I like the artwork quite a bit. And as you can see, it's got a, like, this is the Kickstarter sleeve that had some special artwork on it, but this is what the box would look like if you looked at it in the stores. And it's a pretty simple little game. Also, I will show you something else that I got with it, but as you can see, the rules are very simple. Just one fold-out sheet. Talks about how you do stuff. Yay. And consists, oh man, my deck's got a little moved around in here. Let me pause for a minute. I'm going to clean this up. So this is what's in my Hunter's Guild box, basically. You got these nice, this came separate of the box. These are two mats that came with my Kickstarter. I got two of these, and they allow you to place your cards down in the game, your items, etc. And basically it comes with some 20-sided dice, and of course the rules, and then two decks, a day deck and a night deck, and then also some roll cards, so warrior, thief, and they all have different abilities, ranger and knight. The day deck has stuff, and it, like weapons, this hammered stake. I haven't shuffled this or anything yet, so it is what it just is. What it is: garlic, dodge, cross, armor, and basically these pips mean something. But I'm not doing a playthrough or rules review. I'm just showing you weapons. Again, the artwork's pretty darn cool. There's an attack card, more attack cards, antidotes, stuff like that. And you can see that this deck is ginormous. This is this is all the deck. Wait, wrong deck. Sorry. Hold on. Yeah, this is the blue deck there. So then again, there's the two decks, the day deck and the night deck, and these are the cards, the character cards on the bottom here, warrior, etc. Your characters, lots of stuff, shields, weapons, potions. Man, it's just loaded. And you're going to have some of those cards in your hand to play during that. You're going to pick some of those cards up at day, and then at night you're going to fight things. There's special cards, things that happen to you during the night. There's beasties, critters. Here's a critter, for example. There's another one, Orc General. Let's see some other types of cards in here. Let's see, where's another type of card? There we go. You lose your weapon. You have an encounter with thieves. All kinds of stuff going on when you adventure into the night. And basically, it's just the deck of card games. It's a little simple game. It's not meant to be incredibly long. About 30 to 60 minutes. And basically, you're going to get new items and stuff during the day that you can play, and you're going to go and fight the bad guys at night. That's basically the game. So it's a cool little game, though. I'm not really doing it justice because I haven't really delved into the rules, but it's not incredibly difficult. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that that's what comes in this here minus this die, and probably some of the cards, etc. I don't know exactly, would be what's in the normal box, not the mat. You get this die, but you wouldn't get this other cool D20. Of course, the rules, and then it has a list of all the backers, which was kind of neat. So my name's in here somewhere. I haven't looked for it. That's pretty cool. Anyway, and it just comes in this little box. It's nothing fancy, but it is a cool game with really cool artwork, and the cards are nice quality. So you can see that the card art's pretty good. This is a female character, a dwarf. Here's an elf ranger type and a wizard, and a couple different types of warrior pretty cool. And a hunter. That's their iconic character, I think. Anyway, that is Hunter's Guild. So I might do a quick play of that just to show you what it's like, but I'll show you the rest of the games now as we go along. Okay, next up, Desperados of Dice Town. My box got dinged up coming from Miniature Market. Not a big deal. I think I actually bought this one, something else. But again, another simple game. I'm trying to find some simple in-between games for our big games. And this was one of them. It's a dice game. Dice and cards game. Here's the dice. You got sets of cards. You also have, I think, the biggest thing in the game, and you can look, there's some gameplay videos up and everything. I'm just going to show you some simple pieces. But these are your outlaws. And basically, they're in jail, and you're trying to get them to break out and then steal the money of the other gangs that are there. And there's cards you can play, and these dice all mean something, action dice, and you're trying to steal the money that they have. Again, a real simple game. This is a game by Madagot. And Madagot does some games I like. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I hope I don't misquote myself here, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Cyclades and Kemet, for example. But anyway, that's a cool game. Little one, Desperados of Dice Town. Now, Winter Tales. Man, I cannot wait. Now, I just got it, so I haven't played it yet. It says 3 to 7. I cannot wait to get this one. Along with another one, the one from Plaid Hat Games that I don't have yet, called Dead Winter. I can't wait to get that one either. I have it pre-ordered. And it's not because it has winter in it, but because of the way, the type of gameplay. I really like the interaction level. And this one, man, this is such a different type of game. It's a storytelling game, but you do actually have a winner and a loser, and like Fantasy Flight's typical stuff, it's quite beautifully done. And it has this introduction booklet that kind of goes over the story. I already read through the rules on this, though I haven't taken any of the components out. But as you can see, it's typical of a Fantasy Flight game, really nice. The theme in this is just incredible. I mean, look at these mats. Winter location tiles, it just tells you about... So the locations mean something, but more importantly, and I don't think... let me see if I can get some of these out. But here's the tokens. There's just one sheet of tokens, really. And again, they're pretty cool. I mean, look at the characters you get to play. These are the winter characters. These are the spring characters, and they're fighting each other, but not in the traditional way you'd think. You're not like going to roll dice or anything. And here's the character cards. I mean, they're absolutely beautiful. But you're going to have these cards. Now, this is really very interesting. So I don't know if you see much about this, but these cards were drawn by kids. And I think a 5-year-old and a 10-year-old or something like that. And when you're playing, like let's say you encounter another character from the opposing force and you go into a battle with them, you're going to play these story cards, and this is all they are. See, there's one for spring, one for winter. You're going to play your faction, and you're going to have to make a story around what you see and how it pertains to the encounter, where you're at. So, for example, where you're at in the location on the game board, and then you're going to have to tell a story, and you're going to have to basically outstory each other or keep going until you can't play any more cards, right? And there's a winner or loser in that. You can have someone who's kind of a mediator of the story to make sure it stays thematically right and they're not like cheesing out. But there's all kinds of these little cards, and they're just so simple. You can make up all kinds of things with them when you're looking at the card. It's just so cool. I mean, anyway, you've got to have a creative bunch for this one for sure, because the game itself, I mean, the rules have enough ambiguity to help you tell the story and help you keep things on track. I mean, well, I wouldn't say ambiguity. I mean, look, the rule book itself is not exactly flimsy. It's 23 pages long. Now, I know this game was published somewhere else. I think it was published in Europe somewhere, Albe Pavo or so. Let's see. Yeah, anyway, but it's been picked up for U.S. by Fantasy Flight. And of course, typical Fantasy Flight productions, all that stuff make it worthwhile. But let me rip the plastic off the game board so I can show you that. So this is the game board, and you can see you got the Puppet Theater and the Fair of Wonders, and there's a track down here for quests. Yes, you have quests that you can complete, and again, you complete them using these story cards, and you make up this cool story. Really, really appeals to the storyteller in me, the role player and writer. You know, I spent a lot of time playing role-playing games. I started role-playing games, not board games. Even though I played board games, Monopoly, when I was a kid. I mainly started when I had injured myself when I was a kid, very badly. shattered practically most of my hip, right side of my body. And as I was recovering, my mom got me D&D. And then we ended up playing that like crazy, and I ended up jamming games for years and years and years. I don't have as much time for role-playing anymore. But I ended up to the point where I was designing, I got like, I don't know, 20 published role-playing books out there. You probably don't even know what they are, but they're out there. And like the Hunt Rise of Evil is for D20. It's a pretty well-received book, and a bunch of other things called like the Foul Locales, and anyway, a bunch of books. But I like role-playing a lot. I'm also a writer. You know, I got some fiction in books and everything. I just finished up a story recently for The Awakened 2. It's an anthology where I'm writing with some famous and not so famous writers. I'm one of the not famous ones, but I'm still in there, and a lot of fun. So when I get a game like this, man, my imagination starts to go crazy. So like, for instance, the Mad Hatter, where is it? Runs a society, or asylum. It's the Mad Hatter's asylum up here. You know, what kind of stories can you tell when someone's coming to the Mad Hatter's asylum? And so, anyway, just again, very creative, and it goes into a very deep, very good explanation of the locations. I want to get this out for you, but it's a little tough. So I don't want to bend the corners or anything. But anyway, you can see everybody gets one of these. It tells you the story, and then it tells you on the other side the game turn and how you do things briefly. Just really cool. I cannot wait to play this game with a group of people who are creative, and well, most of my gamer friends are. Of course, now that some of them are going to say, which ones do you think aren't? But all my gamer friends are creative. There, we'll settle that. But obviously there's board gamers who would like Euro games, things like that, over something like this. But I do have a group of gamers. We've been trying to find the right game to continue on. Man, we went through Descent. We played that. We've played Myth. We need more out of Myth. I hope that when I get the rest of the stuff, that proves to give us the more we need. We're going to try a couple other things. Oh, we got 12 Realms, all kinds of stuff. We got plenty of games like that, and we love them. But this one's so totally different. The way it tells the story with the cards and everything, and how you have to make up a tale as you go. Very cool. I'm probably spending more time on this than I need to, but again, the components just spark your imagination. I mean, look at those characters. Very, very awesome. Anyway, that is Winter Tales, and basically, again, you've got these fantasy characters like an old version of I don't know what, Dorothy, and you got and you got just the White Rabbit, and yes, characters like that. It's just very cool. So I'll probably do a report or something on it, because this game is just too cool not to do something on when I get the chance. But that is Winter Tale. Istanbul. Well, you can see a lot of stuff on this. There's already some things out there on it. Don't even know if I'll do a quick play of this one, but it's got a lot of. It's a tile. We basically lay down a city of tiles. We're going around trying to collect goods to get rubies, and again, cool artwork. It is at its core a Euro. I want to call it a cube pusher, sort of, but not really. You also have a wagon, a cart rather. Let me find a cart here. I don't know where they're. Maybe they're on the other side. Put them separately. Yeah, they're on the other side. Anyway, you got that, and there's cards to play, and lots of tokens and money and stuff. And basically, you have workers. You got your main merchant, and you also have these other people, and you drop them off at the locations to take actions. Then eventually you have to gather them up, and sometimes you can get in trouble and end up in jail, and ultimately what you're trying to do is acquire rubies. Components are all very nice. Again, there's a lot of stuff on this, so I'm not going to spend as much time on this as I did on Winter Tales. But like, here's your cart, and you can slot things in there to expand the inventory. And when you get all the rubies that you need, you've basically won. And these are the things that track your goods. These are cards and tiles, more of them. Here's the rubies. So lots of cool components, and I really like the artwork on the tiles. And there's tile setups. If you just want to play the base game, it sets it up a specific way. You have to see and they're double-sided, so it doesn't matter which side you put down. Each one has a special action on it. Iconography I have to learn. I don't know the iconography yet, but you get the picture. So that is Istanbul, and I think I think you can see Lotto did something on this. There's if you go on our YouTube guild, I think you can find this there. One of our guys, I can't remember who. I should have looked it up, and I apologize. Michael may have done one on this. I don't remember. But anyway, there's some out there. You can see that. So that's Istanbul. Now Helios, actually, I saw a Rahdo runs through on this that made me go, I think I'm going to get that. That's usually how I end up getting things, except for my Kickstarters, but even some of those. But I have quite a bit going on in Kickstarter. I haven't even opened this one up yet, really, other than pop the plastic off. But this one is you're basically worshiping the sun. And by the way, look at the tiles. This is a heavily tile-driven game. Of course, there's an insert for the box. Lots and lots of cool pieces. And, of course, you know, the thing I like, and by the way, this was true of Istanbul, too. They gave me baggies to put my stuff in. I hate it when they don't. Anyway, there's player aids in here, lots of stuff. Bags for some of the tokens. And then there's these are the... Anyway, I haven't even read the rules in this yet, but if you watch Rahdo runs through, there's a good one there. But as you can see here, there's like tons and tons. These are the big player boards. There's two of them. You actually have two of these types of boards. They're different. Finally, there's the other one. So you have this city board, and then you also have this board that allows you to lay this board here that allows you to lay land tiles, and you move the sun around it. You're worshiping the sun and gaining power from that. That's the way the game runs. And then, of course, there's tons of land tiles and money and all kinds of stuff. Really cool. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this one either, but you also have people that you can recruit that give you special abilities, and can't wait to get these out. Anyway, again, you can see that the components are very, very nice. You got lots. The rule book is typical of who produces, because the rule Z-Man, so you can kind of see the production. Reminds me of some of the other books they've done. Can't remember if they did Castles of Burgundy or not, but something like that. Anyway, can't wait to dig into this one either. I got a lot of stuff to play right now. Don't know when I'm going to have time to play it all right away. You know, I got a couple teeny little things, like I got the Archipelago expansions, just a little set of tiles that go into the game. But those are the things I got, and really the highlight for me, I mean, I love the strategy games and that, but the highlight for me here is Winter Tales. It just inspires me to want to be creative, and I can't wait to get a group of people around the table and do that. So anyway, thanks guys. I'm just going to put this up, but I have one more thing to do, and it's a pretty big deal because I've been talking about it. If you've been watching a lot of my playthrough videos to the end, on several of them I said I was going to be giving away a set of games at the end of June. And by the way, this is going to be a continuing thing with me. For some reason I end up with extra games. I don't know why. That's not, I mean, through trades and stuff I end up with extras. I guess sometimes I forget I already got it, or you know, or it's in the mail and I trade for another one and end up with two. Or sometimes I just give stuff away out of my collection because my collection's gotten pretty big. One of the ways I got my collection so big was I had boxes of old role-playing game books of mine that people still wanted, so I was trading them for games or game credits. So hey, you go buy me this, I'll give you all these books, and I always made sure it was the value of that was far in excess. The book value that I gave them was far in excess of what I was asking them for. So it worked out really well, but it helped me beef up a big collection of games pretty quickly when I decided to move into board gaming. But anyway, as I said, I decided to give away some games that I got. Like this one I won in an auction at Board Game Bash in Austin, Texas last year. This one was a bonus for a Kickstarter, but I never even opened it. It doesn't see. It's not that it's a bad game or anything. I've played it somewhere, and it's cool. It just, you know, it's old, and I had already played it, and it wasn't on top of my list. Not a big. I like Munchkin, but it's not my first choice of things to play. The Builders I love, but I ended up with 2 copies of it. So I'm giving them away. I'm giving all 3 of these away to the same person, and I want to make that announcement here on this video. So I can get this up. This is probably good. This video is probably going to come right before the end of my my big Eldritch Horror playthrough, which you can see is no longer on this table, meaning I've finished. I'm not going to allude to the ending, but you'll have to see. Did I win or did I lose? Man, it could have gone either way in that. Had the Doom track at 1 at one point, and Yig had come out on the table, and I was going to have to defeat him. I don't want to ruin it. You'll see. It was crazy. Anyway. Especially since I made enough mistakes hurting myself more than anything to make it harder on myself. But I'm giving these 3 away. I went through and I did a random selection, but I narrowed it down because I said it might help bubble you to the top if you made some suggestions and comments and stuff like that. So the person that won these, I guess I can do a little drum roll, is Stasia Doster. She's a regular viewer of my channel, a bunch of others. Anyway, Stasia, you won these games, so I think I have your address from something else. Maybe I'll have to look. I might have to get it from you, but I will get these to you. So thank you for being a fan and watching and being a loyal follower, subscriber. Guys, don't run away too soon. I hope you all stay subscribed for my next playthroughs, but I'm going to continue to do this, and I promise you I won't have the same person win twice. Unless I actually manage to give that many games away, which if I am, then I hit the lottery or something, because it'd be money, lots of money. But I am going to send these to Stasia in the next week, and again, thanks Stasia for watching. I hope you enjoy these games. I hope there's something you like. And guys, take care. I'll see you later. And if you can, I look forward to demonstrating some of these games to you, but I'd like to hear, if any of you play Winter Tales, I'd really like to hear about your experience, because I think the storytelling in that, the possibilities out of that are going to be absolutely outstanding, as far as I can tell. Probably funny, crazy, silly, all kinds of stuff. You know, and you put a little drink in you, and who knows where those stories could go. But yeah, I can't wait to do that. So if you do play that game, or if you know anybody that has and they want to tell a story, I would love to hear it. So again, thanks for watching, and look for my next giveaway. I'll be announcing it soon. I already know what I'm giving away. And look for the epic ending of my Eldritch Horror playthrough. And what's coming next? Well, I don't know. Let's talk about that right before we go. Got a couple things here, a couple games I'm thinking about. I've been asked for both. So, been asked for Pathfinder the card game. Being the completionist that I am, I do have quite a bit of it. And I don't have the latest one, I don't think. I think I'm missing one, maybe. But I got most of the sets. And I even have the player mats for them. Like here's the player mat for Harsk, etc. I got all the current characters for that. So I was asked for this. I'm debating on that, because this is a pretty good game, but there's been a lot of playthroughs on there. Like if you look at Tim Norris, Grey Elephant Gaming, and his wife, they do a whole series on this, and it's really good. So I don't know if this is as exciting to me because of that, because there's already one running as this. Now, I know the Spider's Web, I always get the guys mixed up, but one of the guys, really good guys who does videos, has done a number of Zombicide games. But what I wanted to do differently with this one, and why this is kind of intriguing to me, is because I have all these oddball characters that came from the Kickstarters that I haven't seen on anything, really. And I was thinking I might do a set with just those interesting characters, do a playthrough with some of the different characters you don't see in the base games. In addition, they upgraded the app, and it's really cool, man. The app is awesome, and it has all the characters in it now. You can do the decks from there, so you don't even need to pull out the decks. You just need the minis, dice. I don't even know if you need dice. I might roll the dice for you. I don't remember. And I think it does. And the board and the setup and the scenario and all that good stuff. So anyway, I'm thinking it's going to be between these two probably, even though I have some others. I had Tales of Arabian's Nights that I want to do. I want to do another set of Galaxy Defenders. I want to try a solo. I have some solo rules I found on BGG for Descent. Anyway, got all these crazy ideas for games running through my head, trying to figure out what's next. But these are the two that are most requested. Well, this one has been most recently requested. I wouldn't say it's the most requested. I get more for Zombicide and A Touch of Evil or Arkham Horror requests than I do these. But, you know, heck, Tragic's doing it awesome. He's so good with Arkham Horror, I don't even want to try and run alongside that. His is going to be awesome. He's doing a playthrough right now, which is going to be phenomenal. I might do a couple quick plays in between, but I wanted to show you this and ask you your advice, opinion, help. What do you want me to play? I want to play what you guys want. I want you to enjoy it. And like I said, I have kind of want to do something unique with Zombicide, but I got a lot of Pathfinder here, and if you think that's something you really want to see, I can do that too. But let me know. And I'm hoping to have some Kickstarter stuff come in, and also the one I'm really looking forward to that I've had on pre-order now for a while is Dead of Winter from Plaid Hat Games. I'm really looking forward to that one. I also want to do Castaways, which I haven't done yet either. Anyway, there's so many things I could be doing with for you guys. Just let me know what you want. But these are two kind of bubbled up to the top of the request list. So let me know. And that's going to end this video. So thanks so much, and I'll talk to you soon.